Thank you so much for your words. I also would like to congratulate Bússola Tech for this event and congratulate all women that will be with us today. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a huge, huge honor as a woman to be here. Thank you so much.
Pleasure too. So Patricia, you mute my mic and also my camera to yield the floor to you. But if you need me, you know, I'm here in the chat, and I separate a little question for you in the end of your presentation.
Thank you. I would like to start reminding that tradition is seen as a value to the legislative houses. Maybe it was one of the reasons that have made that justify not having been made so many efforts for innovation in a few areas, in a few directions. However, our adaptive experiences during the pandemic rose the perception that it's possible to innovate more than we have planned before. Thus, focusing on adaptations in digital transformation, I would like to share my perception concerning trends in parliaments. May I just ask a few seconds to share my screen? Is it okay, Sarah? On the presentation?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I can see your presentation.
Thank you. As I have said, my experience is in parliaments. Despite of it, I think all trends that I would like to show to you can be perfectly applied to any legislative house, starting with digital legislative process. Let's remind, at the beginning of the pandemic, most of parliaments have decided it was necessary to offer video conference to hybrid plenary sittings and committee meetings. But a few parliaments have given a second step. They offered applications, mobile applications for deliberations, e-voting apps. Now we see another stage of this path. A few parliaments have realized that it is possible to offer mobile applications to be used in the whole path of the legislative work, the legislative process. Since the moment when a member demands a researcher to support a new bill, until the moment this bill is published as an act. And I think it's the main trend. The second one, I would say, are decisions based on data evidence. Considering that we are increasing the number of applications, we are increasing the integration among them, because we are integrating process digitally, legislative house realized that they need to create and to improve their data science team with people skilled to deal with data quality, data protection, and to guarantee. The goal is to guarantee trustable data to support the decisions that will be made considering the results of these applications. And a data governance process is highly recommended to make clear who is responsible for each data and what must be done and can't be done with those data. And a wide data literacy plan is being implemented in a few parliaments to allow the lawmakers and the staff to know how to better demand dashboards and any studies with analysis based on data. It's highly important that this data literacy make clear in a few cases how to understand complex graphics, or even build dashboards. The idea is keep the data management in a central point, and decentralize the dashboards if they are in the middle or in a low level, leaving to the IT department only the more complex dashboards. As an example of complex analysis, I brought to you complex analysis to support the lawmaking work, the lawmaking process, when we are starting to discuss a new bill. Even before the bill, when we are making researches and technical studies that will support that bill. In many cases, we realized that we needed to blend Parliament's data with the government's data to support public policies that really represent the reality. And we also have seen Parliament's performance dashboards and a variety of opportunities to be explored. And as a third trend, artificial intelligence. Despite of AI have not been improved in the legislative branch at the same pace that we have seen in the government, now parliaments have realized that it's time. Here I list just a few examples of projects and products that are already being used concerning the lawmaking process. Starting with automatic flows of bills between the committees, just reading the text of the bill and deciding their states and what will be the next step of them. And also delivering the demands to a review to the correct group of lawmaking experts. But also AI algorithms have been used to find similarity between texts, especially similarity between researches and bills. This is also used at the beginning of the legislative work to find what is going on, what have been discussed, what is being developed through the lawmaking experts, and gain time and avoid conflicts. It's highly important. And this similarity is focused on semantic analysis, not using keywords anymore. Text summarization. Text summarization is already used in a few parliaments to bills and speeches and technical studies, because it's very difficult. It's not easy for a citizen to find time to read the whole text of a bill. We must admit it. And in most cases, the abstract of a bill is not enough to materialize the whole meaning of it. So we need something to summarize without a biased perception. Speech transcription. Speech transcription from voice to text is widely used in many parliaments, in plenary sittings and committee meetings. Most of them show the results of the transcriptions in their websites, but we also can see the use of the results as subtitle of the videos of the parliaments. Translation of bills, speeches, studies, laws have been widely used for those parliaments that has translation as a compliance. And the other parliaments can be helped a lot with it, because they can understand, they can comprehend, they can know what is being discussed concerning a specific theme that moment, before it can be published as an act. It's highly, highly useful for the lawmaking work. And amendments ordering, a few parliaments have a few rules concerning how to organize the amendments before a group of people analyze them. AI are helping them. And another group of parliaments are studying how to make impact analysis on amendments on bills. If we stop to observe that in a few cases we receive 300-400 of amendments to a unit bill in a short time, it's highly, highly useful to understand what analyzing on a semantic way, what could be the final version of that bill if we consider this set or other subset of those amendments. Here are just a few examples, but concerning interaction with the citizens, we also can see content classification, especially classification of the whole content of a website, organizing all the information concerning a specific subject selected, chosen by the citizens according to their interests. So automatically, bills, laws, technical studies, everything that happens in committees, news are organized concerning this theme. Those themes. Chatbot. Chatbot was one of the first projects that most parliaments started to work with. I just would like to highlight two issues concerning chatbots. The first one is the bot must respond focusing on the data that are available at that time, in each moment. So we need to avoid using static statements as responses to the bot. Everything that it responds must be explained by data. And the second concern is when we build a bot that will learn with the users. In this case, they will learn sometimes discrimination expressions or biased opinions. In this case, we need to take care and raise the monitoring of the bot. Passing to the following, analysis on citizens' contributions and opinions. It is highly useful for citizens that don't have time to we don't have time to read all the opinions and contributions of all citizens and to make the reach the members. So if you don't do it, we realize it. We want reach the main objective of citizens' participation. So a few parliaments have used AI to read semantically all the contributions, reading the text, and analyzing what is the main arguments in favor or against each part of the bill. But if we want to have a broad view of citizens' perception, we need to use those AI algorithms and apply them to all the tools that were built to receive citizens' contributions. Otherwise, we can inform the members a biased perception about what the citizens think, because each tool, each digital channel sometimes is focused on a specific audience, on a specific category of citizens. And a general use of AI, one can see with the face recognition in photos of the members inside the house. And a few parliaments have decided that for applications to be used by the members, they should use liveness detection. I mean face recognition with its movement. And immediately after investing in AI, the concerns rise for ethical principles applied to digital solutions. It is not only focused on AI systems, but all data treatment solutions. The goal is to avoid, to mitigate risks of biased conclusions, discrimination conclusions, unfair decisions based on the applications. And on a practical perspective, we will see governance processes be established, making clear what are the principles to each set of systems, new norms, new and adapted process encompassing the whole life cycle of an AI system, best practices, a lot of them, including statistical procedures, but also how to create a multidisciplinary team with people of different skill, different age, gender, experience, to rise the opportunity to identify possible biased conclusions. And the tools, there are a few tools to help avoiding them. And just for concluding, cyber security as a value and not as a set of tools. I think most of parliaments have realized that security is one of the main pillars of their digital transformation. And for this, secure by design is one of the main principles to be considered when deciding for a new system. I mean, each component of each system must be built, taking in mind a few security issues. Some parliaments have decided that the minimum level of authentication in their applications should be 2FA, 2 factors of authentication. We mean a password and a code, a dynamic code that is sent to the user. And in a few of them, they have decided, as I have said, liveness detection as the way members must authenticate. And smart monitoring tools that use AI to identify possible attacks that were not foreseen. So here I conclude my perception about the trends in parliaments. I don't know if I have more time. I would like to thank you and say that it will be a pleasure to answer your questions through my email.